With the news of Zlatan's retirement, I thought it would be appropriate for me to showcase his iconic and legendary career. 41 years of making a name for himself in every corner of the earth, Zlatan has made a huge impact for millions of football fans across the world. A completely unique and admirable footballer who will never be forgotten in the world of football. He will go down as an icon for generations to come. Footballers like this only come around once in a lifetime. This is the life and career of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic grew up in Rosengard, a working-class neighborhood of Malmo. With a high immigrant population, Rosengard is where he kicked his first football. Surrounded by decaying concrete buildings, Ibrahimovic grew up poor, one of 5 children living in a dangerous housing project in the center of Malmo, Sweden's third largest city. He spoke with a lisp, was self-conscious about his big nose, and admits he went to a school mainly for the free lunches. At school is where he began to play football. Zlatan had an extremely difficult childhood, with his mother being a criminal and his father being an immigrant. It was hard for him as a child. Due to his mother having 5 kids and couldn't control them, Zlatan was sent to live with his father. He had a terrible upbringing, and this made him strong. "I want to stand up for the whole world and show everybody who doubted me who I really was," Zlatan said. He wrote in his autobiography, "And I couldn't imagine who anyone would be to stop me." Complex is the best word to describe Zlatan. On one hand, he's strong, warrior type who knew he had to be very tough to survive, so he takes on fights all the time because he had to. But another part of him is vulnerable. He's a guy wounded by his upbringing, who uses all that to create strength for him. Throughout all of his hardship, there is one thing that always stays constant in Zlatan's life, and that was football. When Zlatan was 15, he joined Malmo. At the age of 15, he was close to quitting his football career in favor of working at the docks in Malmo, but his manager convinced him to continue playing. By the time Ibra was 17, he was playing in the Swedish First Division, making waves in the footballing world. Zlatan once said, "Arsene Wenger asked me to have a trial with Arsenal when I was 17. I turned it down. Zlatan doesn't do auditions." It was at this time Zlatan was impressing everybody and was a highly sought after player who many teams were highly interested in at the time. But however, there was one team who won the bid for Zlatan. For a fee of €8.9 million on the 22nd of March 2001, a deal between Ajax and Malmo was announced. Ibra was now playing for one of Europe's top clubs. When Ibra got to Ajax, he didn't receive much playing time. However, that coach was sacked and replaced by Ronald Koeman. This is where Zlatan started getting some real minutes under his belt. Zlatan was brilliant for Ajax, and a mix between his brilliant displays on the pitch and his fiery temperament, Zlatan was a fan favorite. He scored many screamers for Ajax and really put his name on the map. But it wasn't just about his footballing talent that made Zlatan's name known at Ajax. During a game, Ajax was playing a crucial Champions League match against FC Bayern Munich when a goal-scoring opportunity for Ajax occurred. If teammate Rafael van der Vaart would have passed the ball to Zlatan, he could have scored, but he didn't. Zlatan has a short fuse and did not take this lightly. Zlatan was then subbed off and angrily threw his shirt. This signified the beginning of the end for Zlatan at Ajax, where soon after he would leave following a disagreement with Ronald Koeman. He eventually left Ajax at the end of the season, joining Juventus in Italy. He formed a formidable attacking partnership with fellow striker David Trezeguet and played a crucial role in Juventus' consecutive Serie A title wins in the 2004-05, 2005-06 seasons. Zlatan further increased his reputation by being a brilliant footballer. It wasn't without controversy, as expected. Juventus was involved in the Calciopoli scandal, which saw the club being stripped of their Serie A titles and demoted to Serie B. Zlatan's performances during that season were still remarkable, but the controversy surrounding the club's involvement in the scandal led to his departure. He then transferred to Inter Milan for just fewer than €25 million. This was a period of immense success and individual brilliance. Zlatan quickly established himself as the focal point of Inter Milan's attack, forming a formidable partnership with players like Patrick Vieira, Dejan Stankovic, and Javier Zanetti. During his time at Inter Milan, Zlatan won 3 consecutive Serie A titles from 2006 to 2009. He consistently topped the team's scoring charts. Zlatan's performances were not limited to domestic success, as he also played a key role in Inter Milan's impressive Champions League campaigns, reaching the quarterfinals and semi-finals in consecutive seasons. After 3 successful seasons, Zlatan Ibrahimovic left Inter Milan in 2009 to join Barcelona, marking the next chapter in his illustrious career. Zlatan had a hugely anticipated transfer to Barca for 46 million euros. This transfer was supposed to be a hugely significant one in football, and he was expected to continue his scoring prowess. However, things didn't even really go that way. Initially, Zlatan had a promising start at Barcelona. He was part of a trio with Lionel Messi and Thierry Henry. However, as the season progressed, there were reported tensions between Zlatan and Pep Guardiola. This led to a decrease in playing time and a strained relationship. Unfortunately, after one season, Zlatan Ibrahimovic left Barcelona and joined AC Milan on loan, ending his time at that club. It's a shame really, because it would have been awesome to see a lot more of Lionel Messi, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and Thierry Henry, all tearing it apart for the same team. He was sent to AC Milan with a loan, an option to buy deal at the end of the season. His time at AC Milan was a lot more successful than his stint at Barca. Zlatan quickly established himself as a key figure in the team's attack. He finished as the league's top goalscorer that season, cementing his importance to the team's success. Zlatan found much success at Milan, with highly impressing everyone. He was a club legend. After his first stint at AC Milan, he moved to PSG. When Zlatan joined PSG, Zlatan's arrival brought a tremendous boost to the team. During his 4 seasons at PSG, Zlatan played a pivotal role in the team's dominance in Ligue 1. PSG won the league title in each of these seasons, establishing a new era for success for the club. Zlatan's time at PSG left an indelible mark on the club's history, as he played a key role in transforming PSG into a powerhouse in French and European football. He left PSG as their all-time top goal scorer, moving to the greatest league in the world and one of the biggest clubs in the world. When Zlatan left PSG, he's renowned as a legend in there, and he's probably the club's biggest legend ever. He joined Man United after this. Zlatan joined Man United as a seasoned and experienced striker who had lived and breathed football all his life. He had a lot to bring to the table. Man United at the time needed a leader. In his debut season at Man United, Zlatan played a crucial role in the team's success. He scored 28 goals in all competitions, including decisive goals in important matches and the winning goal in the EFL Cup final against Southampton. Unfortunately, Zlatan suffered a serious knee injury towards the end of his first season, which sidelined him for several months. Although Zlatan's time at Manchester United was relatively short due to his injuries, his impact was significant. His contributions helped the team win their EFL Cup and the UEFA Europa League in his first season, securing a return to the Champions League football for the club. Zlatan's departure from Man United sort of established him, taking a step back from being a world-class striker. He was getting older. He was suffering more injuries. He went to LA Galaxy, where he thought at the time he was going to retire there. In sure Zlatan fashion, he scored a hat-trick off the bench for them in his first game, elevating the league's profile and inspiring a new generation of football fans in North America. He was a footballing legend over there, and they see him as a god. Despite not being his most memorable part of his career, Zlatan speaks fondly of the American League. After leaving LA Galaxy, Zlatan would join AC Milan again to go for just one last dance. Starting from 2019 and continuing to the present day, he's been a remarkable player for them, and it's elevated his illustrious career. His return to the club where he previously enjoyed success brought a renewed sense of excitement and anticipation among AC Milan fans. Zlatan's return to AC Milan saw the club's fortunes improve. AC Milan returned to the UEFA Europa League after a lengthy absence, and Zlatan played a significant role in helping the team secure a top 4 finish in the Serie A. Zlatan only recently announced his retirement from football, and he did this at AC Milan. It's so sad watching Zlatan's retirement parade. God, I love Zlatan, he's going to be missed. He had an incredible career, and at the age of 41 was still thriving. He's had a brilliant, full career, and I know I'll find it hard to never be able to watch another Zlatan game ever again. But we have to continue. Everyone can agree he's had an incredible life and career, and we can just hope we get to see another player like Zlatan in the future. Now, that's all I got for this week's video. Thank you, this has been the Football Cave, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!